Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Magic Mom Life. As you can see, I did not quite make the live stream on time. My interview ran a little bit late, but I got not only that job, but I was also hired on at meetyourpsychic.com. So I'm back to doing the professional psychic readings over the phone or text chat, and I believe we do email readings too as well. So if you have not checked out meetyourpsychic.com yet, make sure you do that. I will be live on there. I think it takes 48 to 72 hours before my site gets set up. So super duper exciting. And I also got the other job that I applied for. So, when it rains, it pours, right? But that is why I was a little bit late today. So hopefully you will all forgive me. Sometimes life does intervene. But how about we hop into some cards and see what's going on for today? And remember, if you have questions, please put them in all capitals in the chat box so that, whichever way it is, so that I do not miss them. And I will try to answer them in the order they are received. First, let's get our Soul Truth question from Brianna Hovey's deck. And let's see what's going on there. Oh. And we get two today. The first one is, am I focused on what I want most? And what passion am I ready to pursue? Ooh, these are great questions for today. So let's start with, am I focused on what I want most first? Hi, Tay. Love ya. So the first one is, am I focused on what I want most? And it says, one reason so few of us achieve what we really want is that we never direct our focus. We never concentrate our power. Most people dabble their way through life, never deciding to master anything in particular. And that is a quote by Tony Robbins. And well, yeah, I kind of feel that one to my core. While I have dabbled in many different avenues of things I'm interested in, I have yet to really specialize in any of them. But, new adventures for a new area. Now I'm taking on 2 new jobs, so I guess we'll see how that goes while also balancing this channel and my family life. Wish me luck. The soul action for that question says, what you focus on grows, something we all know. So today, ask yourself, is your life a reflection of your values, or do you need to make adjustments and prioritize? That's a pretty good lead into our next question, which was, what passion am I ready to pursue? And well, I'm ready to pursue all of them. I don't know about you guys, but this Leo energy is definitely extremely energizing after all of the craziness of the last few months. I don't know if it's just more sun or just the energy that's pouring in all over the place, but we're going to go with it, right? So remember, your passions will continually lead you to your purpose. So what passions have you put to the side, given up on, or buried? And what passion is ready to come alive in you? Your second soul action today says, write a list of the passions to which you want to give life right now. Then journal how you can incorporate more of what you are passionate about into your daily life. And trust your soul's whispering. And let your passions draw you towards your dream life. And that is definitely what I personally am doing. And I hope all of you are also utilizing the energy in the same way by focusing on the things that you love instead of focusing on the things that you don't. And while one of the jobs I got isn't really, all that exciting, I'm going to be working part-time at the tractor supply company. It does, however, get me some learning in on the whole urban and off-grid homesteading product lines, which will be fun. Plus, I get to go play with a bunch of baby chickens. And I mean, who doesn't want to play with baby chickens? They're adorable. So I'm going to be doing that. And then working for the psychic hotline when I'm not doing that. And then making time for all of you so I can be here live with you and spread the love around. So life is good, right? And after being in lockdown for the last 4.5 months, I'm looking forward to some changing. All right. Now, let's set those aside and let's pull a card from our soul coaching deck. Actually, let's get a few from the soul coaching deck today. Oh, plus I pulled one out of the Steampunk Tarot, and we'll always take the Two of Cups, right? So there's definitely some merging of old with new right now. And plus, I mean, I love the picture on this card. It's just blending of the feminine and the masculine in all of us, right? And that is definitely rising to the surface. So let's get our soul coaching card. And I'll actually read this out of the book today. Normally I just read the affirmations, but we're going to take those two right here and this one, because they just jumped into my face. All right. And what do we pull first? The passion. Weren't we just talking about that? Oh my goodness. And it comes out with adventure. And we're definitely starting out on a new adventure in this life. All of us, not just me. And it comes out with transformation, right? So the affirmations for these cards together say, I passionately accept and love myself. Wonderful new experiences fill my life, and I am joyously centered and safe as wonderful changes occur around me. That is a great mantra for today. Now let's hop into the book and see what Denise Lynn has to say about these cards. All right, so passion first. Here it is. Let's find transformation too, so I can just flip to it. Okay. So the passion card says to follow your bliss. Discover what you absolutely love to do or be. And then, like an arrow directed at its target, don't let anything stop you from fulfilling your passion. Exuberant emotions are coming to you, perhaps in the form of a romance. Your soul wants you to know, by pulling this card, if you're having difficulty discovering what you're passionate about, go back into your childhood and remember what gave you joy then. If you loved to dance as a child, sign up for a movement class. Better yet, put on music and boogie in the living room. To your soul's delight. And if you adored your crayons, well, then pull out those colors and splash their bright hues from one side of the page to the other. If you enjoyed observing the insects in your backyard, maybe sign up for a nature study course. And once you're clear on what you are passionate about, do whatever it takes to follow that. And don't wait until it's too late. Many people declare that they'll follow their passion when they retire or have extra time, and consequently, they never experience the absolute exuberance of life. So do it now. And if not now, when? Live your life with passion every day in every way. Hello, Ronnie. Okay, so adventure says to take risks. You're entering new frontiers in a period of expansions, so go beyond your self-imposed limitations. Look at the world around you in new and different ways. Something exciting is just around the corner. Your soul wants you to know with this card, adventure entails risks, and without them, existence can become stagnant and lackluster. If your life seems uninspired in some areas, be willing to take risks and try something new. Don't wait until an amazing opportunity presents itself. Start with small adventures, and they will create momentum for bigger and bolder ones. Try changing your hair color or style, or drive a different way to work. If you're shy, walk up to a stranger and start talking. Or start a YouTube channel like I did. And if you take enough small risks, soon your life will become a great and grand adventure. Which brings us to transformation, right? And I think this is the ultimate message with this card and with this energy that we're all embodying right now. The transformation. Sometimes it's painful going from caterpillar to butterfly, but boy, once you get those wings dried out and open, the world is your oyster, right? So the card says, positive changes are coming. Old structures, beliefs, and ideas are falling away and will be replaced with vitality and new pathways. Soon you'll be seeing the world in a fresh way. Your soul wants you to know, like the phoenix that rises majestically from the ashes, a big change in your life is at hand. You're at the beginning, in the middle, or at the completion of an enormous transformation in your life. So don't hold on to old structures and limited ways of thinking. Even if it looks as if you're in murky waters, this is only the clearing that occurs just before rebirth. And it's all for your highest good. So let's all say this mantra together one more time, right? I passionately accept and love myself. Wonderful new experiences fill my life, and I am joyously centered and safe as wonderful changes occur around me, right? Or in other words, everything is always working out for us. All our wants and needs are met above and beyond our greatest expectation. Always, in all ways. We're safe, loved, protected, and ultimately prosperous. Right? Because we love each other beyond measure. And that is where we are choosing to put our focus. Not on the things that we think need changed, but being the change, being the example. And even though things may not be absolutely amazingly perfect right now, I'm sure you can find at least 3 things to be grateful for right now, right? Like you have hot water, or maybe a washing machine, or a dishwasher, a roof over your head, a car that runs, a phone. You obviously have internet because you're watching me, right? There's always something. So focus there, not on the fact that you don't have enough money or, this lockdown is still continuing. Make the best of it. And always try to find a way to pass that along to someone else who may be struggling with that idea in one way or another. Even if it's just by having a smile on your own face, because it's hard not to smile at someone who's smiling, right? We all know we can get somebody to crack a smile. The mood will ultimately change in unfathomable ways, right? Okay, so let's see. How should we continue this? Let's pull some Starseed cards and some Doors cards. And remember, if you have a question that you would like me to answer on the live, well, I'm throwing things off my desk, put it in capitals in the chat. Give me 1 second, I'm going to get that. One must not throw their crystals on the floor. I apologize. All right, let's start with some doors. See, there's 3 of you in the live right now, so let's pull 3 cards. And that one. Okay. Ooh, these are cool. I don't know if we've got these yet. Here is the first door, and it is called Anthony's Call. And it says, in thanks of my spirit, safe and sound, all things that are lost, so can be found. Ooh, I like that. Are you missing something? Chances are you're going to find it today. And the Nomad, I love this card. It says the nomadic wanderer lies deep inside. So take the leap now. Don't crawl back and hide. Amen to that. Chances are if you've started out on a grand adventure, that's what you need to do. Ah, yay. And silent skill. I challenge you to unpack your mind. In meditation's grace, the soul can unwind. So breathe in, breathe out, and let go of doubt. I love these cards. Beautiful. So we're definitely moving on to new adventures. I'm not sure what yours are, but I'd love to hear what they are either in the chat or in the comments. And these are taking a really long time to upload via YouTube after the live is over, so just bear with it. Yesterday's didn't upload until like 2 a.m. this morning. It's ridiculous. So if you're looking for this after it's over, try the playlist that I made for these. It is labeled Daily Live Streams, and it may pop up in there. At least it did on my end yesterday, but I'm not sure about your guys's. And don't be afraid to comment on things or shoot me an email if you have any questions. Ooh, here's our first Starseed card. Oh, I love this one. Let's see if I can get the light right. Isn't that cool? And this is the channel card. It says, you are a channel through which healing energy reaches the world. Right? Weren't we just talking about that? Be the change. Amen. Ooh, this one. Ooh, Earth Guide. Your sacred calling upon this planet is to simply love and be loved. Amen. That is our goal. Be the happiness you were born to be. Ooh, and this one. Gratitude. Universal love shines through the miracles of life all around you. Beautiful. I love the pictures on these cards. Let's just get the bottom one too, just for shits and giggles. And oh, nice. And it is the choice card. By staying conscious in your thoughts, you guide your journey in the direction of choice. Amen. Nice. So we are definitely following where Spirit is leading right now. Speaking of where it's leading, why don't we pull a Nature's Whisper Oracle? It's funny that the Two of Cups came up too, as well as the choice card. Oh, that's a lot of that one. Let's get 3 of these today. And those 2 right here. Okay, so those came out together. Let's do this one first. And it is clear out the old with the 5. Change. And I love the picture on this. Look at all of the different things in these cards. Aren't these amazing? And there's the owl for those of you who are looking for it. The spirit animals are appearing. Let's read this one and then we'll move on to the other 2. These are pretty short, so we'll just read all three of them today. But this definitely goes along the same theory of what we were already discussing, right? About how, this is a huge choice in everything. And first, the old must be cleared out to make way for the new. And that's kind of what's happening right now. So it says, whatever you are experiencing now is a creation that you have brought into existence from past thoughts and feelings. While in this moment it may have you caught up, you can let go and begin to dream of a new reality. So let go of the aspects of this creation that no longer serve you or have a purpose. Release what has gone wrong in the past. Release also any material possessions that do not serve the new dream you now want to create. And know that where you are now, you can create anew and begin again. That is so freaking true, right? Doesn't it? These cards kind of remind me of a giant magical theme park too. But, with great change comes great chaos as well. And part of that is navigating through it. So let go of the things that you cannot change. It's not our job to control everything, right? We were discussing this yesterday in the live stream. And this is coming out again about letting go of the things that you cannot change, right? And instead, change the things that you can and focus there instead. And, be grateful, right? Because, what you have may be something that somebody else is wishing for themselves. So be grateful or you're going to be left wanting. That is the name of the game. And be spontaneous. Amen. Right? I kind of did that yesterday. I, on a spontaneous whim, reapplied for the psychic network that I used to work for called meetyourpsychic.com. And today they called me back and offered me a new position right after I got done with the other job interview for Tractor Supply Company, where they also offered me the job, and I'll start there next Wednesday. So I'm going to have some juggling to do as far as my time goes. So it may be a little bit harder for me to pick a time for these lives. So you'll just have to watch and see when I pin it up for that day. And then you can hit the reminder for yourself just so that YouTube will remind you right before I come on live. Or you could just wait for the notification. And shift your energy, 19. This adds up to a 10, which is about completion. So be spontaneous, shift your energy, clear out the old. That is all definitely part of the process of us, becoming, right? I love this card. This is your inner child reaching up for the new you, reminding you of all of those dreams that you had at one point, right? Okay, so let's read what Be Spontaneous has to say to us. And it says, when you are busy, rushing, stressed, worried, or overwhelmed, it's easy to lose track of the simple things in your world that bring you joy. This is a huge nudge to remember to create some fun. Rediscover enthusiasm and fascination through adventure and spontaneous happenings. Engage with your life again and take in your surroundings, observing the importance of living life to its fullest. Decide to do something for the pleasure of it and see where life takes you. Ooh, I like that. And then shift your energy. We've gotten this one a few times. This kind of reminds me of Moana. I don't know why, but it's Gaia breathing new life into your world, right? Don't you love these? This one says, clear your energy, the energy of those around you, and the energy of your environment. Winds of change are blowing into your awareness. In order to prepare for what is ahead, begin a process of renewal. This process might include clearing away the old that no longer has a purpose in your life. It also might mean changing old habits and patterns that you are ready to release. An example might be actively avoiding overly sugary foods if you're trying to eliminate excessive sugar from your diet. View this as a time of shedding that can be achieved with ease and grace. And considering it came out with the clear out the old part, this could also have to do with clearing out old ways of thinking as well. And instead of coming at everything from a state of fear or lack or wanting, remembering that, all your wants and needs are met above and beyond your greatest expectation. And, well, you're already being given what you asked for before you even ask. So, what's the point of even asking? Oh, the great conundrums of life. All right. How about we close this out with some Affirmators cards today, huh? Yay. All right, let's do a general, a love and relationships, and a family card for today. Since nobody seems to have any questions, if you have a question, please put it in capital letters in the chat box. If not, we'll just continue with the collective reading. Ooh, we got two. They are Story of My Life. Ooh, I love this card. And Peacefulness. Ah, yay. I love these ones. So, as you tell yourself the story of what's happening in your life, choose to make it the kind of story where even the tough parts have a sort of inner beauty. It's ultimately a happy story where every character, no matter how wicked, is doing their best. And let me tell you, it'll be worth it when you earn that Pulitzer Prize for Best Inner Monologue, right? So what story are you telling yourself? Are you saying, well, everything always works out for me? Or are you, overly thinking about how everything is always super difficult? I sort of fell into that trap over this whole internet debacle, and then it turned into a big, huge fiasco and took 3 days. After the 3.5 months where I've already been trying to do it, right? So be careful that you are not, setting yourself up for self-sabotage with your personal thinking. And remember to find your peacefulness, because you have a peaceful, tranquil, and untroubled heart. And this is where you choose to spend your time. You can bring guests, but any person, thought, or event that brings drama or chaos is not invited, because your heart is a special property and you're going to keep it that way so we can all keep enjoying it, and, well, so you can get your security deposit back, right? It's fun to think of things that way, It's easy to take things that we get for free for granted, but when we're pumping out a whole bunch of money for it, it's a little bit easier to keep things in perspective, right? So think about your life that way. You have a big fat security deposit on your life. So are you using it to the fullest, or are you dumping it down the toilet? And compliments comes out from the love and relationships deck. And compliments are important in your life, especially when you're commenting on yourself. So make sure that what you are thinking is complimentary. And know how good it feels to get a compliment. So give that gift to others. You're going to find a nice compliment for everyone you interact with today, even if you have to think really hard about it. In which case, you can follow up by complimenting yourself for solving such a compliment puzzle. Wow, you are skilled. That is definitely true. sometimes high-fiving yourself for just surviving a dramatic encounter is the most important compliment you can ever give. Oh, we're going to get 2 family cards, and the first one is Roots, and the second one is a bonus card, Buoyancy. I like it. So today, remember where you came from, for better or for worse, and be grateful for the person that you've become, either because of or despite your upbringing. And as you move through life and keep growing and changing, marvel at the magnitude of your journey without reflecting on where it all began. So imagine where you were at the start and where you are now, and instead see the growth and be buoyed by it. The buoyancy card says, Magic Tribe, congratulations. You are being gifted something that every family needs. The ability to keep things light, buoyant, and drama-free. So consider yourself the captain of the SS Conversation, able to deftly steer your family's ship around potential hazards, obstacles, and lame blame-shame games. With lighthearted buoyancy on the radar, this cruise can't go wrong. Lengthy, tension-filled discussions about jobs, politics, and relationships are not on the program. 12-foot tower of chilled shrimp, anyone? Floating on a jacuzzi platter? Sure. Why not, right? Because everything is always working out for us, even when it looks like it's not. And that is the ultimate message for today. So be a nomad. Go on an adventure with your soul and see where the road less traveled takes you. And, well, I'll see you all again tomorrow for our next daily live stream. And if you didn't see yesterday's, make sure you go back and check it out. It was pretty good. And I love you all beyond measure. So be good. Be good to yourselves. But ultimately, keep being good to each other, because we're changing the world one soul at a time, starting with yours. So until next time, may favor follow you wherever you go, as does my love. Bye, everyone. And remember, be good.